This is Lecture 2 for Class 8. In this lecture, we will review keyword searching for cases. Key numbers and digest topics are not for everyone, nor will they suffice for every case law research project. As a researcher, rather than finding the West classification system reassuring, you may find it confining, and you would prefer to do a keyword search. Or you would like to start out with the keyword search and collect those digest topics and key numbers from the cases that you find to double check your work. Keyword searching for case law can be very tricky. When you do start your case law research, don't get in the habit of trying to match the facts of your case to the facts in other cases right from the start. It's unlikely that you'll be successful in that regard. Instead, think more about using the keywords that describe the legal issues rather than the actual facts of the case. Once you have legal principles reflected in your case results, you can then focus on cases with similar facts in order to make your analogy or distinguish the line of cases representing the law on that issue. At the Westlaw Next main screen, you'll be tempted to use the big white box in front of you, and you should know that if you use Boolean searching in that big white box to search for cases, your results will be skewed. It only recognizes natural search language. Instead, you'll want to maneuver to a case law database and use the advanced search screen. So here from the Federal Cases database, I'm going to click on the advanced search screen. From the advanced search screen in this database, you can see all of the different parts of a case that we have already identified. Each of these parts can be individually searched. For example, if you only want to search dissenting opinions, or you only want to search for headnotes. If you forget what the different parts of a case are called, Westlaw Next has installed this little cheat sheet that identifies the different parts of a case. Two very powerful parts of a case that you can search are the synopsis, also known as the syllabus, and the digest, which includes all of the headnotes. Together, the synopsis and digest should represent all of the legal issues and the legal facts that are represented in each case. For that reason, they have created a special field called the Synopsis Digest field. When you enter your keywords in this field, it will search both the synopsis and the digest at the same time. If my research project concerns discrimination against disabled or handicapped people in jails, my Boolean search string might look something like this, using the exclamation points to expand the roots of my words, and using synonyms like jail, prison, or detention center. I'm no longer searching the full text of the case, just those editorial enhancements that precede the opinion. Once I run my search, I have 326 federal cases, and I can use my usual filters to narrow my results to something more manageable and more specific. For example, if I'm interested in library privileges or access or benefits for blind people, I may search for the words library within the same paragraph as blind and limit to reported cases for my results. And here you see I only have 3. When I open up my cases, I can use my navigation features at the top to take me to my terms. If I just want to see where the word library and blind appear, you'll see it's in headnote number 12 and they are highlighted in blue. In this case, I may peruse the headnotes and collect additional digest topics and key numbers, and I could then run a digest topic and key number search as we saw in the last video. So if you do use the basic search screen from the entry point on Westlaw to find your cases, remember that is a natural language search and it may result in many results. You can use the advanced search template and use the Synopsis Digest field to get a more concentrated collection of cases and make your research more efficient. And remember, regardless of how you find your cases, you should always pay attention to the history and the key citing references to make sure your law is still good law and the points of law discussed in the cited case are still relevant in your jurisdiction. We'll be practicing the different methods of case law research in class. This concludes Lecture 2 for Class 8.